Hello, I'm Jane, and this is the Fun and Wellness channel. So this will be the start of a series of yoga classes. I taught yoga for quite a while, and I've been doing yoga for over 30 years. So what I'd like you to do is have a beginner's mind. If you know this, at least open your brain so that it will renew and ring some bells. If not, just enjoy, because yoga is easy. Well, it can be hard sometimes, but the concept is easy. Let's talk about what really yoga is. Yoga, the word yoga means yoke. That's like you yoked two oxen together, they're stuck. And what are you yoking together? You're yoking the mind and the body together. What that means is you're paying attention to your body when you're moving in the asanas or the postures for yoga. Yoga is not just postures. It's actually more of the mental aspects where you are focusing on what your body is doing and nothing else. Now, I took a yoga anatomy class for a week in Portland, Oregon from Julie Goodman about 25 years ago. Julie Goodmanson also ran a physical therapist studio. She wrote for Yoga Magazine, and she also studied with Iyengar. He was a pretty big mucky-muck in the yoga world way back, and started a lot of the things that we know as yoga nowadays. Her motto was train the body, steady the mind, expand the spirit. And that's exactly what yoga is designed to do. Train your body. You can move in different directions that you're not normally moving, stretching things, and then focus the mind, steady the mind, so that you're learning how to focus better. And that means that once you do that, you are more calm. Once you use these procedures, you're going to be more calm, more relaxed, more flexible, and actually kind of more in tune with the world. Now, whether that means more spiritual or not, it's up to you. But that's the point. So you can go do aerobics and you don't have to think about it. But this is a little more in-depth kind of stuff. But you don't have to worry, it'll just come. Mostly, it just comes when you do it. You can study it up the wazoo, but unless you're doing it, you're not really learning it. So I highly recommend you keep watching these videos. If you find another yoga teacher you like better, okay, fine. At least you'll get the basics from me. I know with Iyengar and Julie Goodman's, they emphasize form. Form is very important. If you're doing a posture incorrectly, you can hurt yourself, and it doesn't do you any good. So form is very important. Breathing is very important. So really, I say to my new students, the two most important things with yoga is the breathing and the paying attention to what your body's doing. Those are the number one and number two, or number two and number one. In this class, I will do a chair version of the pose, and then I will do a standing, hanging onto your chair version of the pose. Now, if you don't want to do the standing part, you could repeat the sitting part, and that would get you a little bit further in your practice as far as doing it more and more. So that's your options here. It's accessible to people who are in the chairs, but also I'm going to give you another version, a standing version. You're hanging on, so you're still pretty safe and you're with your chair. Okay, let's get started. First of all, we're going to do the breathing. Remember I said that breathing was one of the most important things in yoga. You want to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. There are many other exercise programs. You breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, but not yoga. You want to be breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. And if you can't breathe through your nose, just breathe. But it's important to know these things. When you breathe through your nose, it warms the air, it moistens the air, it filters the air, and it provides nitrous oxide. What does nitrous oxide do? It opens up the blood vessels when it hits the blood vessels, so then they will absorb more oxygen. So that's why we breathe through our nose. Why do we breathe out through our nose? It traps the moisture for the next go-around. Basically, that's why we breathe out through our nose. Now, we do three-part breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, like breathing like a baby. Okay, so you want to lift your chest, expand it. Now, that's part one, lifting your chest. Part two is expanding your whole chest all around, just like a balloon. You open up all the way around, 360 when you're breathing, and then you breathe out, push it out. Like breathe in, get as much air in, everything around. Stick your stomach out. That's the third part. And then breathe out. Push, 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 push. Now don't try too hard. One more time. Breathe in. Lift the chest, expand the whole rib cage. Push the tummy out. Push it in. Push the tummy in. Push all the ribs in. That's the breathing part. When you breathe in, you can arch your back a little bit, just a little bit. And when you breathe out, you can crunch, do a little crunch. You want to get as much oxygen in your body as possible and get it all out. They say that you don't get a good in-breath unless you got a good out-breath before that, because you cleaned out everything and now you've got room for the new stuff. You practice that laying on the floor. That way, gravity will help you push your tummy in. And when you arch your back a little bit, you could put your hand behind it, between it and the floor. And then when you push out, you crunch a little and you push your lower back into the floor. So then you can't have room for a hand there. Basically, yoga is 6 parts. Warm up, forward bends, backward bends, side bends, twists, and cool down or relaxation. People say that the relaxation part is the most important part because it gives you time to integrate all the things that you learned in the class. Your body is learning, not just your brain. So it'll integrate all those things into your body and it gives you time to relax. And hey, who doesn't need a little time to relax? It's just a good excuse to lay there, do nothing. All right, meditate. Okay, so let's start with the mountain pose. So I'm sitting on the edge of the chair here. It's kind of like the front half of the chair, shoulders back a little bit. Now, feet, spread your toes. Spread your toes. You should, I guess, don't have shoes on while you're doing this, at least this one, okay? So spread your toes and put them down on the floor. You're supposed to think of your feet as 4 corners. The pinkies is a corner, the big toe is a corner, and then the 2 sides of the heels are corner, and you just stick those down. Now imagine, and imagination is a big part of yoga, is imagining that you have roots growing from the bottom of your feet down, grabbing into the earth, and so you are rooted, grounded. Okay, so there you are. You're stuck to the floor there now. Okay, next part is I want you to start from the top now. Pull the head up on the very tip top of your head. Pull the hair a little bit, just like you're pulling your head up. Kind of like you would be hanging from a string from the ceiling. Don't do that though. And that means your neck is pulled up, spine is pulled up. Okay, so pull that up. And now you take your chin and push it back because we have so much text net going on. We want to counteract that. This mountain pose is a balanced pose. You're going to figure out what's it feel like to have your body completely balanced with gravity. So head is up, chin is back, shoulders. Put your hands forward. Why we do this, just place your palms facing forward. Because when you do that, notice your arms kind of shift back. It's like you're hanging them up, hanging your shoulder blades onto a couple of hooks back there. Okay, so here we go. Open, and then put those shoulders back and down. Get them away. Try to put a shoulder in either opposite back pocket. Tuck the chin in. Keep the head pulled up. Now you just relax your hands. Put them on your lap. That's fine. It was just to get your shoulders in the right spot. And now I want you to lift your sternum. Here's your sternum right in between your rib cage. You don't want it out. We want it even, but up. That means that you kind of take away some of the middle stuff. So if you're just like here, your back is compressed, and all that extra, I've got extra, I don't know if you do, but most people do. That's all hanging out here. We want it up. Keep breathing. And now I want you to close your eye and just feel how it feels to sit like this. Remember, tuck the chin so that the back of the neck is stretched. And breathe. Remember, the paying attention, feeling what your body is doing at this moment is what the whole yoga thing is all about. Okay. All right. We're going to do the standing version of this. So if you want to just repeat the sitting version, okay. I'm going to go sideways with this. Okay. So I'm going to take the top of my head, pull a little hair up so my head is taller, push my chin back, face the hands forward, and That means you roll your shoulders back and down and try to put each one in the opposite corner. Then relax your hands. Knees should be bent a little bit. Tuck your tailbone a little. Not much. See how that's arch, that's tuck. Arch, tuck. You want it tuck just a little, tummy in just a little. Doesn't have to be, because you still have to be breathing your stomach out and back when you're breathing. And the feet are parallel, about foot width apart, like we did when we were sitting. Lift those toes up, plant those feet, and bend the knees a little. Okay. Lean forward a little. See how that feels. You got the pressure on the balls of your feet and the toes. Lean back. Now they're on the heel. Find that sweet spot where they're right balanced in the middle. Now you can go side to side. Rock over to one side, rock over to the other side. Find that sweet spot where you are balanced between the two legs and gravity. Now you're aligned with gravity. You can close your eyes. If you need to hang on to the chair, go ahead. And just feel what that balance is like. It's easier to stand this way once you get used to it. Because you're balanced, you're not fighting gravity. If I'm sitting with a hip out, gravity's pulling harder on that hip and this side has to work really hard. No, you want to be balanced. You want to be balanced with gravity, be balanced with the universe. Here we go. A couple nice deep 3-part breathing breaths. 1, make sure that chin is back and the back of the head is pulled up. 2, 3. Already you should feel calmer. Okay. That's the warm-up or the balancing. Now, let's move on. So we're going to do a forward bend here. Okay, I'm still on the front of my chair. Now I want to scooch up a little closer to the front. So here the thighs have to be on the chair, but not the whole hamstrings. And now sit up, shoulders back, tuck your chin, pull your head up a little bit. Now take one leg, your right leg, put the heel on the floor, and maybe scooch up a little more. You don't want to fall off your chair, but you don't want to have too much of the leg on the chair. Okay, you're kind of on that edge there. All right, sit up nice and tall like we did with the mountain pose. Take your hand, take this left hand, put it on the thigh and slide down. And don't fall off the chair, but slide down. You want to keep your back straight, but you're just bending forward. Only go as far as, well, okay, there's something in yoga called the edge. So you want to go to your edge, then back off. So I'm going down, 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 down. And I'm leaning over. I'll show you from the side too. Leaning over. But as soon as I get to the point where, well, I don't know, it kind of hurts, back off. And then just stay there. Pull your toe toward you. And breathe. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze that stomach in. Get that air out. Okay. And now come back slowly. I'm going to do it from the side here, so you can see it from the side, but you're doing the exact thing that we did on the right leg on the left. So I'll go this way. Okay, I'm on the edge of that chair. So the butt's on the chair, but the edge of the chair is close to where the hamstring meets the butt. Okay, shoulders back, tuck your chin, pull the head up. Okay, and now get the leg out there. The right one's balancing. It's keeping you from falling off the chair. Put your right hand on your right leg. Sit up nice and straight, tall, and bend forward. Keep the back straight. Slide down. It's like you're moving your chest out. When you're ready, it's like, okay, I don't like it. All right, back up a little. And now just hold. The knee can be bent a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Okay, come back up slowly. All right, and shake things out. Okay, so that was a forward bend. We're going to do it standing up. It's called the pyramid pose. One leg is forward, one leg is back, and they're about hip distance apart. All right, and I can keep my knee bent a little bit. Hang on to that chair and slide the hand down the front leg. Keep the back heel down, keep the front heel down, and reach the body. The back of the body straight. Reach the body forward. And now count. 1. So I'm pushing the left hip back. Now you can use the chair to pull yourself up. Okay. So why it's called pyramid is, I'll show you on the other side. So what's happening here, we're going to do the same thing, but I'm going to show you from the side so you can get an idea of the side part. The left leg is forward, the right leg is back, about hip width apart. The feet are facing forward. Make sure the heel is behind the toes. All right. Stand up nice and tall. And it's called pyramid because your legs kind of make a triangle here. So now lean forward. Keep hanging onto that chair if you need to. And you can be behind the chair and keep coming down. You want to have the front knee bent a little bit. So basically you're putting your weight out there. The back is straight. Tuck your chin. Okay, when you're down as far as you want to go, back off a little bit and count. 1, 2, 3. Okay, come up slowly, 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 slowly. Shake it out. So that was the forward bend. Let's do some side bends now. Sit up nice and straight. Scooch toward the front of the chair. Feet should be facing forward. We want alignment. That's important. One of the important parts about Iyengar yoga. Okay, is back. You want to be lined up. When you stretch, let's say you had your foot goofed up here, and then you try to stretch it. Well, one side would be longer, one side would be shorter, and you would be building imbalances into the leg. We want to be balanced. We want to try to be aligned straight when we stretch. Okay, so we're going to stretch to the side. So hang on, lift your right arm up, straight up, tuck your chin, pull the top of your head up, and then, now what are you feeling? A stretch all along here, all the way down to the hip. Try to get the elbow above your head. If you go here, it's a different stretch. We don't want to do that. We want this up here and sideways. It only goes as far as you're comfortable. Stretch that arm out. 1, 2, okay, bring it back carefully. There we go. All right, shake it out. Next side, hang on. Bring this hand up and lean over. You can use this arm for support and have the elbow in line with the body over here. Feel that nice side stretch. Only go as far as you're comfortable and then back off a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Shake it out a little bit. It's one thing, after we do these postures, you want to kind of get things back to normal. Let's do the standing version of that. All right, I'll get behind the chair, and this time my feet are a little bit further apart. Right. You can be behind the chair. I'm going to be in front of the chair so you can see what's going on. Okay. Feet are further apart. I'm going to let's put this hand on your hip. Now, you've got your waist, and then you have where the leg meets the torso. Put your hand there. Okay, now lift up and then lean over. You can keep your knees bent a little bit. Or if you have to hang on to the chair in front of you, do that. And stretch. Stay in one position. Pull your tummy in a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, come on back. Wiggle your hips a little bit here. Other side. Put your hands on your hips or your chair in front of you. I mean, you can do it with your chair in front of you so that you're not going to fall over. We have to be careful here. So I'm going to put it on the hip where the leg meets the torso. Lift up and go over. And you can look where you want. You can look forward. You can look at your elbow if you want. Feel that nice stretch all along the inside of the arm and along the side of the body. Keep breathing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Shake it out. Alrighty. Now we're going to do twist. I'm only going to do the chair twist because it will be good enough. Otherwise, we have to sit on the floor. We're not going to do that. So get back in your chair. Put your right leg over your left. And you can put it so they're not exactly stacked. And now I want you to grab your chair. Take this left hand. Put it against your right leg. And now lift up and twist. Torque your body. You can use the back hand to pull. So I'm pushing against my leg, twisting my midsection and looking back. I want to get a twist in my cervical spine too. Breathe in. 1, back is straight, long. Try to sit up taller. 2, 3. Come on back. Switch sides. All righty. Got that one crossed over. Take this hand, put that inner arm against the leg. Lift up. That's important because when you're going to twist your spine, you want room between the vertebrae. So lift up and then twist over. You can grab the chair. Look back too. Get your cervical spine twisted too. Breathe. 1, and now my foot is pushed down into the floor there so that I have torque. 3, come on back. Okay, that was a twist. Feel it? Did you feel it in your midsection? So we did forwards, we did sides, we did twists. Now we're going to do backs. I am going to get a little towel or a pillow. I don't want my neck to hurt. Hopefully you have a towel or something you can put behind your neck. And now get your feet back here. So you're straight, your back is straight. Well, let's get closer. Huh? I'm going to take my hands and lift them up. I'm arching my back. I'm sticking my sternum up. Arching my back. I'm stretching my back here. Arms are up. If it hurts for your arms, you can put them together or just put them on the back of your head. But the idea is that my shoulder blades are against the chair, but I lifted my sternum so my back is arched and stretched. All right, there we go. Okay, that was a back stretch. Let's do it on the chair, standing. I'll do it from the side so you see what's going on. Okay, so I'm about half an arm length away from the chair. I'm going to push down on the chair and lean forward. And now pull my tummy in and reach the chest up. You see how my back is arched there? You can keep your knees bent a little bit, but push, stretch, put the shoulders back. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we get to the very last part, which is the relaxation, and that pose is called Shavasana, for corpse pose. We usually lay on the floor in a very relaxed state and just lay there for a while and feel your breath going in and out of your nose. And what that does is it integrates all the things that we learned in the class into our body. So we're going to do it on the chair because this is chair yoga. I have my pillow back here. So get a pillow if you don't already have one. I also have a towel to relax my neck. The legs are out a little bit. Don't slide off your chair though. You want the pillow so that you're relaxing your back. It's straight. The legs are a little bit wider than hip width apart. Just be comfortable. Now, if you're on a lounge chair or something like that, make sure your back is straight. And put your arms out so the shoulders are back and against the chair. You can put your hands on your lap or you can just put them on the side and point your chin at your sternum. Now take a nice deep breath first, out, and just let go. Feel the air going in and out of your nose. And that's all I want you to concentrate on. We're going to do this for about 2 minutes. Okay, one more breath. Now you can open your eyes, wiggle your hands and feet. Come on back up to sitting. So that was your first class, yoga class. I hope you enjoyed it. I know we went through a lot of detail, but as you go along, then you get the alignment correctly and then you can do things faster. Also, I would say when you're doing it by yourself or in our subsequent classes, we will hold each pose longer because it's nice to get into it. It takes a while to get into it, and then you want to enjoy the pose, enjoy the stretch. Thank you very much for coming, and we will have about 1 a week of continuing this class, learning more poses, tweaking our posture and form. I can't guarantee you that you're going to look like a beach babe in 6 weeks, unless you already look like a beach babe, but you will feel better. You'll have more energy because you're going to be practicing the breathing during the week and maybe stretching a little bit here and there and just rewatching it. That's okay with me. So thank you for coming. I hope I see you again. Yoga is a wonderful thing to do for your body, for your health, for your flexibility. You feel better and you can move better. Subscribe down there, and it's Fun and Wellness, and I have lots of other videos on dancing and exercising and some travel. Once a week, we're going to have a new yoga class. So thank you very much. Bye.